Let me start this video off with a real quick question for you guys. Let me ask you if you know who this guy is. I mean, just look at him. Look at his cheesy, goofy smile. He looks like he could be my friend's dad or something. If you happen to answer with, "That's Akira Toriyama," then you're 100% correct. Now, I have to ask, what's he famous for? If you happen to guess that he's the creator of Dr. Slump, a hit 1980s Japanese manga about a little 10-year-old girl who just so happens to be a cybernetic android with the strength of 10 bodybuilders, then you're correct. Almost like a more modern Astro Boy. But no disrespect to Tezuka the Legend, may he rest in peace. Or maybe you don't know him for that. Maybe you see that man and you think, oh, isn't he the character designer for those Dragon Quest games? Then you're correct again. Or maybe you think, no, not Dragon Quest. You see him and you think, oh, he character designed Chrono Trigger, one of the most famous JRPGs to ever come out. And personally, just a side note, Chrono always looked like Tapion to me. Like, I always saw that resemblance. It's not just me, right? I mean, there you see it, right? If you said yes to both of those two, then you're seriously on a roll. Now, for those who don't know who this guy is, he's the creator of, I don't know, these little series, I don't know, maybe you've heard of it, called Dragon Ball. He also created all of its sequels and spin-offs like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super, and I guess Dragon Ball Heroes. I guess that was a thing. Now, in this video, I wanted to specifically go over Dragon Ball Z, one of the most iconic series to ever exist. Just from the beginning of the episode, if you're watching it with the Japanese dub, you hear that and you know you're in for one hell of a ride. Or when the episode ends and it's got that ending song, the I don't know what it's called, but oh my god, when you hear it, you know it's just a timeless bop. I can't help but love the music of this show. I mean, it's so memorable and so iconic, and it really does stick with you throughout the years. It's been almost 3 or 4 years since I last watched all of it in its entirety, but it's still stuck in my head, you know, it's still with me. It's apparently sold over 160 million copies as of 2016 in its native country of Japan, and in total around the world it's sold over 280 million copies. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of books and a lot of money. Now, for the most part, you'll be having the time of your life watching this shit. I mean, unless you've stumbled upon a filler episode. Don't get me wrong, some filler episodes are actually just as iconic as some of the most crucial plot points in the show. The one that instantly comes to mind is that episode where Goku and Piccolo get their driver's license because Chi-Chi told them to. Yeah, you remember that episode? Other than that one, not many other filler episodes stood out to me. A lot of them just fell flat, you know, but doesn't mean I hate them. Thanks to today's technology, you can just look up a filler list of episodes and skip over them on whatever site you're streaming them. Back then, when I was growing up, you had to sit through that shit and watch it on Toonami every Saturday and Sunday evenings. We loved every second of it. We loved Dragon Ball Z, so we stayed and we stayed for every episode that came out. Now, I guess you could say that is my first complaint, the filler episodes, but I mean, what anime doesn't have filler episodes, especially long-running ones like Naruto and Bleach? Oh Lord, Bleach. But the other complaint that I do have about Dragon Ball Z is that towards the later seasons, after the Cell Saga, or I guess you could say during the Android Saga, you can tell that Toriyama just starts pulling shit out of his ass. I mean, fusions, magic earrings, candy powers. But to be fair, my favorite arc of the show is the Android arc. My two favorite characters are introduced in this arc, and that's Teen Gohan and Trunks. I mean, just look at him, so badass with that sword. But a side note, and I think everybody agrees with me, that Kid Trunks and Kid Goten possibly some of the most annoying characters in anime to ever exist. Like, I know they're kids, they're children, right? But oh my god, they were so damn obnoxious. Going back to Gohan, I honestly hate what happens to him later on in the series. He's this powerful Saiyan, you know, this powerful being, but he gets his ass handed to him every single time, and it sucks. I hate seeing that. I hate seeing my favorite character get his ass handed to him like that every single time, especially in the Buu saga. And don't even get me started on what happens to him in Dragon Ball Super. I'll leave that for another video. But for that one android arc, in a span of several episodes, you see him become this incredible fighter, this amazing fighter that digs deep inside of himself and believes in himself, and that he knows he is the strongest fighter in the universe. And he becomes that after he defeats Cell and avenging everybody that was killed by Cell, including his father, Goku. And when Goku's spirit pulled up and helped him with a Kamehameha, you know that shit was so fire. I remember being a little kid and watching that, and I never forget. It had me at the edge of my seat, crying almost, at how amazing that moment was and how it made me feel. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one. I'm sure that there have been millions of people in the world who've gone through that journey and experienced it, and experienced Dragon Ball. Because I think that's what it is. It's an experience you go through, and it might have this bitter aftertaste, but once you look back and you look at those moments that made you a fan, you can't help but love it. You can't help but go back and watch it and just reminisce on how amazing that show was. And I think that's what makes it stand out from so many other animes that have come out. I mean, Dragon Ball Z makes you feel something, you know? Not many other anime or mangas can do that. And I believe because of that, it's rightfully placed in the Mount Rushmore of greatest anime / manga to ever exist. So next time you see Mr. Toriyama, be sure to thank him and let him know that what he created over 3 decades ago has influenced not just countless of people around the world.
Yeah. Yeah. They're right. They're right. They're right. They're right. They're right. Ah!
Ah! He's influenced the world itself. I mean, Goku is an ambassador for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, or should I say 2021. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is The Purge, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed morning, evening, or night, depending on what time you're watching this from and where you're watching this from. As you can tell, this is my very first YouTube video, so my editing skills are on the amateur level as of right now, so please bear with me. I'm trying to improve myself on my editing software almost every other day, trying to improve my skills, trying to make myself better at it and make better, higher quality content for you guys. And so please, I hope you guys leave a like, share this with your friends, and hopefully you subscribe. Also comment down below with any constructive criticism that you guys might have. I'm always open to listen to you guys and improve my content for you guys, and also comment down below what you guys would like me to do my takes on. It doesn't necessarily have to be anime. It can be TV shows, it can be music, it can be video games, it can be movies. So please let me know down below. As well as a quick side note, one of my main goals is to hopefully add subtitles to my videos so that any Spanish viewers can really feel engaged in watching my videos. And I don't know, maybe later on in the future I can make some Spanish videos, some content in Spanish. I would be totally down to do that. I'm a first generation American, so I love to stick to my roots, and my first language is Spanish. So hope to hear from you guys, and as always, you guys can call me The Purge. and I'll see you guys in the next one.